Hello, what's up, and welcome to Jump Inside Games. In Bethesda's best opening video game ever, which I absolutely love this game is Redfall. Okay, not gonna lie, welcome to Redfall, and this game is somewhat interesting. I don't think it's meant to be quite the super smash hit, even though it seems to be set out to be, but it just falls and lacks a little bit. That then said, this game is actually still very good. We'll get into those details in just a minute, but anyway, let's kick off with the intro. Now, the first thing that you'll do in this game as you enter Redfall, you'll be able to choose one of these four characters. The character that I went for was Jacob. Each with their own backstory, this game starts to get very interesting straight away. This game doesn't hold back. You select your difficulty on daylight, dusk, or midnight, or the other one that's locked to you when you first enter in the game, and then you can begin your endeavor on the world of Redfall.
What happened in Redfall is my fault. I think it used to be a nice town. When I first got here, I thought I could help. They said one drop of my blood could change everything. Free people from sickness, maybe from death. A world where nobody was left out, cups overflowing. Rivers of living water. I was a fool. They were monsters. They took more than a drop. They took everything. Now, something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. When the people here realized what was going on, it was already too late. Folks are at each other's throats, begging the monsters to spare them. Some are just hiding, scared, waiting for a rescue that ain't coming. Some tried to get away, but the monsters who started all this weren't having it. There's nowhere to go. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad until it happens. Then it's too late. But there are people who can fight back. I think they can save this place. There's just one thing standing in their way. A whole town full of vampires.
Now, I did skip a little bit just here because of spoiler sake, and welcome to the game. You wake up on a boat and you get to search around a bit, and you get used to the controls. One of the things that I found very interesting about this game is the controls feel very much like Skyrim and Fallout 4. And I'm playing this single player. This game is supposed to be played as multiplayer, so if you do have a chance, I recommend multiplayer, but this game is also playable as single player, and is still quite an enjoyable experience. Now, the gameplay that you're going to be seeing on the screen right now is recorded within the first 2 hours of the gameplay. So the stuff that you experience, or that I experience within this game, is my experience within only the first 2 hours of the game. So I'm going to try to limit down on as many spoilers as possible. But going ahead, this game has loot, it has safe houses, it has survivors, and it has free roam. I mean, the only thing that if you take out the zombies and replace them with mercenaries and vampires, and then let Bethesda make the game, or Bethesda connected company, you do get Bethesda's version if they made a game like State of Decay.
A bit farther.
Now, one of the first places that you'll discover in this game will be this firehouse, and this firehouse will be your main area of protection. It will be your first safe house, and it will be where most of the survivors that you see in the game will be at as you begin. And throughout this game, a lot of the stuff you'll be doing is being able to go outside the safe house and actually solve what's happening within the city. When you do this, you'll be out in a free roam area inside like your cooperative mode or your single player mode, whichever you like to choose, and then you'll be able to fight all the bad guys and get down and dig down on what your objective is within this game. Now, you'll have things like missions, maps, and skills and loadouts, as you do with most games in this type of genre, and you will be able to equip and change weapons as you go along. Personally, I was using the shotgun for quite a bit, and I didn't realize you could switch weapons straight away, which didn't help because I kept running out of bullets. What you can do in this game, you can switch out your weapons, and you can use pretty much whatever weapon that you want that you have available. So do keep an eye and do check your loadout within your menu. Now, this game does have a day and night cycle as well, so you won't just be fighting the bad guys in the day, you'll be fighting, again, your bad guys in the night. And vampires can and will attack you in the daytime as well as the night, so don't think they're limited to only the night time. So just a little note of fact. Though, to be honest with you, I did find most of the vampires that I fought coming out during more of the night period of the game. Now, one of the most annoying things in this game, but it does tend to happen, is when you die. And I don't like dying on this game, but if you do so happen to die, you will be respawning back at the safe house, which is a little bit annoying because if you've got really quite far, you'd have to run to the area that you got quite far again. Everything is still remembered, so if you've killed people, the people won't be there when you get back, but you will have to run from the safe house to that area. It is a bit annoying, but those are the consequences. So basically, try to keep an eye on your health and try not to die. Look around you, keep an eye on your surroundings. Now, overall, this game is class. I love the fact you can do side missions, you can do main missions, it's free roam, it's got a lovely map, and I absolutely love it. You'll get used to this in seconds. Now, I will mention that we do rate our games on 4 significant parts, and I think we should get started on that right now. Now, overall, I do absolutely love this game, but is this a big game changer of a game? No, I don't think so. I don't think that you'll be playing this for a very long time. This is a good side game that you can play with your mates every now and again.
Like
Saying that, the price of this game is only £70, which is actually quite expensive, and I suggest probably wait for this to drop down in price if you are going to buy it. If you do have Xbox, however, and you're on Game Pass, it is free on Game Pass, so I would definitely take advantage of that if you're interested. It's much cheaper than the £70 that you can buy this game for. Anyway, let's rate the pricing at around 7 out of 10. If you're buying this for $70, I think that's a terrible price. I don't think that this game is quite there. I'd say this isn't quite Starfield size. I'd say this is about half that. I'd say probably 40 quid would probably be a better price for a game like this. But if you're getting it on Game Pass, then it's totally free. So awesome. I think that's great. But yeah, that's what I'm giving it. It gets a solid 7 out of 10. Next, we have gameplay. Now, as gameplay feels, this game is absolutely solid. I love this. I love the feel of this. I love that this is a vampire shooter. The shooting feels great. The game feels great. The whole thing just feels great as a game. If you're playing it for a nice fun around, shoot 'em up with your friends, you're going to be very happy with this. I think you're going to love this. So yes, if you're playing it just for the fun of shooting things, then yeah, awesome. I want to give this a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm dropping a point is because I feel like I found these game controls before. There's nothing majorly innovating in this game. It does have a bit of parkour, so that's why I'm giving it a little bit higher. But other than that, I don't think this game brings anything majorly new to the table. Now, I will touch on story for just a second. I absolutely love games with a good story. Saying that, I feel like this story just lacked a tad. This type of game, for me, personally, it needs to have good, strong character development in its story. And this game is based as multiplayer, so I don't really see this having a major story impact when it comes to character development. Unlike other games in this type of genre, there's a lot of character building, and this game, it feels very much like it pushes you straight into the action, which is great, and it's absolutely fun, and it's great for gameplay. It doesn't quite have that story impact that I want in a game like this. Now, if you're all into having a story mode where it just focuses on the gameplay and really just gets it down to the nitty-gritty of shooting loads of zombies and breaking into buildings, and yeah, that's awesome, great, good job. But this game doesn't have that much character development when it comes to the beginning of this game, so I'm waiting on a bit more of that, especially within the first 2 hours. Now, whether this game continues and has better character development as the game continues, I do not know. This is only the first 2 hours of the game, but just within those short period of time, I'm giving this story a solid, and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's good for what it offers, but it doesn't do a major impact personally for me. And finally, I'm going to break it down to graphics as well now. Graphics in this game are really good. Now, you're not getting your Callisto Protocol or your Star Citizen graphics, but what this game offers is pretty darn good. It's got your very basic Bethesda game graphics. It looks really nice. I love the feel of this, and the graphics are wonderful and beautiful. Is it game-changing? No. But is it pretty darn on the spot of what it needs to be for a Bethesda game? Then awesome. Overall, this game, for its graphics, gets a solid, I'm going to say, an 8 out of 10. It's not your Callisto Protocol, but they're pretty darn up there. So it's just exactly what it needs to be, and I think that is a good, solid 8 out of 10 for graphics. Overall, let's get down to the final scores. And this game overall gets a 7.5 out of 10. It's really, really good. Would I consider getting this game? Probably not for $70. I'd wait for it to drop in price. But if you're on Game Pass, that's definitely a go check this game out if you would like and you're interested in this type of thing. Overall, thanks for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this game review. Goodbye.